back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this dramatic fall look, and this one is incorporating color because I wanted to show you guys that you don't have to just stick to neutral tones and browns for the fall. You can totally incorporate color, and especially in the fall time, I love jewel tones. I love teals and purples, and I picked up my Morphe palette, and the first color that stood out to me was this gorgeous deep teal that I have all over my lids. I just love this color. It's so beautiful, and all the shadows that I'm using on my eyes, except for my highlight color, are all from the same palette, so it makes it really nice and easy to do this look. And that whole palette is 19 bucks, guys, so I'll have it linked in the description box below. But if you'd like to see how I got this full look, then go ahead and keep on watching. For my base, I'm using this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Slate. It's just a really dark gray color. Just applying this all over my lids. Then I'm going in with this No Name brush and just kind of blending that out, making sure that it's nice and smooth so our eyeshadows apply really smoothly and that there aren't any really choppy areas. Going into my Morphe palette, this is the 35C, so they're all matte shadows, and I'm taking this beautiful teal shade, just using a flat shader brush and packing this all over the lid. And like I said before, especially with matte shades, you really want to make sure that you apply these nice and evenly, and just build that color up to the intensity that you want. Taking this taupe shade on the Sigma E40 brush, I'm just going to buff this back and forth throughout my crease and really blend out that harsh line that we have going on from the teal shadow. Even though this is a jewel tone look, I still wanted it to be really nice and warm. So I'm taking this brown that has a lot of red undertones and I'm applying this right into the crease, and I'm concentrating most of the pigment on the outer corner of my eye and then slowly diffusing that towards the inner corner. I'm using a Sigma E35 brush for this, so it's a little bit more precise so I can stay right in that crease. Now I'm just going in with a clean blending brush that doesn't have any product on it and just going around all those edges and making sure that everything is nice and smooth. I wanted to make the look a little bit more dramatic and smoky, so I'm taking this Sigma E45 brush. You guys know I love this brush for the outer crease, in this really dark matte charcoal color, and I'm just concentrating mostly on that outer V and then slowly bringing that in just a little bit up into the crease. Now I'm just going back in with that same E40 brush that we started out with. I didn't put any additional product on this. I'm just going in for one last blend to make sure that everything is nice and seamless before we go in with liner. And the liner that I'm using today is my LA Girl liner, and I have been loving this liner for my wing liner. And you can do a wing liner, whatever you prefer for this. I did a wing just because I'm more comfortable with that. And then I'm going to tightline my eyes with the LA Girl gel eyeliners, and I love these eyeliners for the waterline. They do not budge. So now I'm just applying a layer of mascara and coating for lashes. The lashes I'm going to be wearing are the Dollymix lashes from EyeWear Lashes Company, and then I've already applied my Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. It's my favorite foundation, so I'm just going in to highlight my face and get rid of those dark circles. And I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade Brightener first. Then I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Classic Ivory. I'm just layering that on top to really help conceal that area. Then I'm also going to do just a little bit of highlighting on all the normal places if you watch my videos, on my chin, around my mouth, down the bridge of my nose, and just a little bit down the middle of my forehead. And as always, I am blending everything out with my damp beauty blender. I just love the beauty blender for blending out concealer. But I am kind of just wanting to branch out, so if you have something that you absolutely love for blending out concealer, then let me know in the comment section. To make sure that my concealer doesn't budge and to also help highlight, I'm going in with MAC's Pro Emphasize powder and a Sigma tapered highlighter, just patting this underneath my eyes. To contour, I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and what I've been doing lately is using this little hula brush, and I concentrate most of the pigment right into the hollow of my cheek, right along my hairline, and then I go in with my Real Techniques contour brush and just really soften up that line. This is just what I've been doing lately, and I have been loving it. So once I get my cheeks done, then I just take a little bit of that bronzer and run it across my forehead on the sides of my temples, and then also along the sides of my chin and along my jawline. For blush, I wanted to keep it pretty subtle since we do have such dramatic eyes. So I'm using this Kat Von D Wish blush. I've been obsessed with this blush. It's just such a beautiful apricot color. So I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheeks and blending that back. To get a really beautiful glow on the cheeks, I'm using my BB Plus Illuminator from Gerard Cosmetics, and I'm applying that with this Real Techniques brush just so I don't disturb my foundation underneath, and just applying this to high points of my cheeks, and seriously, look at that glow. It is such a beautiful highlighter. Back up close to finish off the eyes, I'm using another LA Girl Glide Gel Pencil, and this one is in the shade Gypsy Teal, and I'm lining my waterline with that. And then I'm going back into my Morphe palette and using this flat definer brush and applying that teal all along the lower lash line and really smoking that out. For even more drama and to bring just a little bit of warmth to the lower lash line, I'm taking that reddish brown one more time and just applying that to the lower lashes from outer corner to inner corner and just dragging that down. I applied a coat of mascara to my bottom lashes, and I did not have a shade that I just loved in that Morphe palette for a highlight, so I'm using Vanilla from my M. Redley palette and just highlighting underneath my brow bone in that inner corner to keep the eyes nice and awake. This part is totally optional, but I am lining my lips and completely filling them with this LA Girl lip liner in the shade Natural, just because my lips are so naturally pigmented and I wanted the lip color to show up true to form. So I just went ahead and lined them and completely filled them in. And then I'm applying this LA Girl Glazed Lip Paint in the shade Blushing. I feel like I've been wearing this shade non-stop and I love these lip paints. So once you get that on, your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love this jewel tone look for fall. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!